Farmstead Family Farm.
And Donna with Hazelbell Farm.
And we are coming to y'all from Northeast Florida as two American farmsteaders doing our best to grow our own food and share our homesteading experiences with you in hopes that you will grow a little bit of food of your own.
Yep, and we are getting ready for spring, growing some food.
We are getting ready for the growing season.
Yeah. So here we are at the end of January in our Zone 9.
Mm-hmm.
And we're starting seeds.
And really getting potatoes in the ground very soon.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny because, again, it's a transition season.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we just came out of.
I know.
But the opposite, like we had tomatoes still, but we were putting in cabbages. So the opposite. We're still cutting on cabbages and brassicas.
Oh, yeah.
And,
my winter garden is kicking.
Mm-hmm, me too.
I'm still getting a lot of stuff out of it. A lot of lettuce, a lot of greens, broccoli.
Right.
Napa cabbages.
Yeah.
But my regular cabbages haven't done much.
My Napas are great. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to cut some, I think, today.
Mm-hmm.
Lettuces are great. All that stuff is good.
Yeah.
I did not have a good cauliflower winter.
No.
I don't know what happened, but most of them went in one bed, and I think it's that bed.
Okay.
It needs a refresher. So we're doing all those things to grow more food. Amending soil.
Yes, I have a mobile chicken coop that my egg layers use that we built like on an old trailer. And it was in the same spot for like the longest time. And I walked by it not too long ago and the smell about hit me, about knocked me over. And I was like, okay, I guess it's time to move that and clean out from under it.
Yeah.
And so I did. I cleaned out all the chicken manure out from under it and moved it to a different location and took all that chicken manure and put it in my compost bin. And it's like, I would say almost halfway full of just chicken manure.
Oh my gosh, that will knock you over.
It is a ton of chicken manure. So I've got it all in there. It's just the chicken manure for right now. And I don't know. I mean, I might make compost out of it, or I just might let that chicken manure age down and then just use that as an amendment in the garden for spring whenever I'm ready to amend beds. And just do straight chicken manure, because I haven't really done that before. I usually make compost out of it. So
yeah, I know you're supposed to age it, and it'll burn your plants. It's too high nitrogen, blah, 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 blah. However, there's a local garden guru who says that's all a myth, and you can put chicken manure right on your garden.
I have seen that on her page.
Yeah, so I'm going to try it on some of my garden. I need to clean out my coop, my stationary coop. Yeah. And I'm just going to scrape the whole top layer out and just throw it on beds. I might cover it up for a little bit of time. Yeah. But that's my plan.
Yeah.
I am going to bring in some compost too. I'm trying to make compost. I am trying my hardest to make compost, but I'm also going to buy compost. I like to do all of it, the shotgun approach maybe. Right. And, surely something will be good out of all that. So I'm buying compost, I'm making compost, I'm using chicken manure. I'm not using our cow manure. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we buy in hay, and we've talked about this before. So if you've heard it before, repetition can be good, I guess. But if you haven't, beware using horse manure. And I do want to repeat it because I am still seeing this on the local garden pages on social media. Looking for horse manure, looking for cow manure, beware what you bring in. Yeah. I don't know of any place around anymore that can bring in hay for their animals that has not been sprayed with a long-term herbicide. And once you bring that into your garden, you're looking at a minimum of 3 years before you can plant in it and get a successful crop other than grasses, which would be like sugarcane, sunflowers maybe, Right. So just beware. Ask, what did the animals eat and where was that feed sourced from?
Yeah, or just play it safe and don't do manure that was fed hay.
Right. I mean, I'm sure that there are a few places that you can find it, but I don't know of any.
Yeah.
I don't know of any. Everybody I know who has animals, manures, they're buying it in, and it's coming from the same fields that spray. And the reason they do that, like understandably so, you can't lose an entire field to an invasive
Right.
plant, a noxious weed. And some of those weeds are toxic to cattle and to horses.
Mm-hmm.
And so they knock them down as soon as they see them before they go to seed. And the way they knock them down is spraying these herbicides. Yeah. So there's my spiel. I'll get off of my soapbox now. I'm sorry. So we're not using our cow manure. That was the gist of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I just got all my seed potatoes. And this year we went with Yukon Golds and Pontiac Reds,
Okay.
which are both determinate varieties.
Right.
So that means that's a potato that you don't have to hill up,
Right.
which from what I understand does a little bit better here in the South, whereas up north they usually grow the indeterminate varieties and they're hilling those.
Right.
And they stay in the ground longer too, don't they? The indeterminate ones?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They take longer to grow.
They take longer.
And those are going to be like your big baking potatoes, like your russet style, I think.
Right, which is why you don't usually grow them in the South.
You don't grow them here, no.
It gets too hot too fast.
It's
for
too
those.
hot, and by the time they're ready for us, we're into our rainy season usually, and those
Right.
potatoes just rot in the ground.
Yeah.
So, I am going to I'm going to try Yukon Golds. I haven't ever planted those.
I've never done Yukon Golds either. These red Pontiacs I've done before,
Mm-hmm.
but when we went to our local seed potato store, they had Yukon Golds in stock this year.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm going to
so-
try them too. I haven't bought mine yet. But I'm also going to order from Haas Tools. They have some varieties. They just they do their podcast show, row by row. And
Yeah.
so the most recent one was about planting potatoes.
Okay.
And they
I'll have
had,
to go back and listen to
yeah,
that.
listen to it. So they give some planting tips, which is great. But they also have some tips depending on where you are in the country.
Okay.
For varieties and the varieties that they're carrying. And so I'm going to order from them some fun things, like purple potatoes.
Yeah.
And because I love purple sweet potatoes. Now I know it's a different plant, but different family
Right.
and all of that. But I purple potatoes are fun.
It's always fun to try different colored things. That's like me
Yeah.
with my cherry tomatoes. Like as many colored cherry tomatoes
Yeah.
as we can have.
Definitely. I mean, it brings you joy. Like to be able
Yeah.
to see that basket sitting on your kitchen island, it just brings you joy.
Yeah, and then the same thing with carrots. Like it's super fun to do colored carrots because you don't know what color they are until you pull them
Until
out
you
of the
pull
ground.
it, yeah.
You know, and then it's like, oh, a purple one, oh, a yellow one.
That's
you know,
fun.
it's always so much fun to harvest.
Yeah,
So,
especially with kids.
yes.
I say that, but like it's fun for us. But yeah, if you have kids, do those colorful things. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, even last year when we were pulling carrots, I had our youngest son out there with us. He's 14 now. This was last year, but him and his best buddy were out there pulling carrots out of the garden with me, and they still thought it was fun.
No, it's
you
cool.
know, so
I like
gotta
it.
hang on to it as long as you can.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll be planting some white Kennebacks also. We always have good luck with those.
Okay.
White Kennebacks to red Pontiacs. Those are my tried and true. So I'll plant a lot of those, and then I'll do 2 new varieties just to try,
Just to try, just for fun.
just for good funsies.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I've got my seed potatoes to cut. I'm going to try to do that here in the next couple of days. And the area that most of the potatoes are going to be going has been covered under a tarp for a really long time now.
Good.
So excited to pull that tarp back and see all the clean slate. So, but I got to decide what I want to amend those beds with. I don't know if I'll use chicken manure on those or not. I haven't decided. Because the chicken manure has probably been pulled off to the side now for probably about 3 weeks. But some of it was well aged to
Right.
begin with because it had been so long since I had cleaned underneath that coop. So,
these are not birds that were stuck in this coop.
oh no, these are my
Right.
free range birds.
Let's be clear for people.
Yeah.
They have not been sitting in their filth.
Yeah, no, they only this mobile chicken coop is built on top of a trailer that has a metal grate on the bottom, and so it's open air except for the top of it. The top of it's closed up, and that's where they roost at night. But we leave this coop open all the time, and so my free range birds, they just roost in there in the evening, and then all their droppings just fall underneath the trailer, and then they're out and about in the yard. They don't go in there during the day at all.
Right.
They don't even lay eggs in those nest boxes
Oh. So how is it so full of poop?
from them roosting at
Oh,
night.
roosting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they roost at night and then it just falls right under to the ground. So,
Okay.
so yeah, I don't know if I'll use the chicken manure on my potato beds or not. I don't know.
I have about half of a 5-gallon bucket of blood in my walk-in freezer, chicken blood. So I'm going to thaw that out and water it down and use that. Garden loves chicken blood.
Yeah, I actually just added a couple gallons of blood from a sheep harvest that we did yesterday.
Cool.
And I added that right to my swamp water though.
I'm starting a swamp water barrel.
Yes, start
too.
a swamp water
I'm
barrel.
putting it right in the garden.
Yep, that's where mine is. It's right in the garden. And so I took that blood from that sheep that we harvested yesterday and threw that in the swamp water. And I opened up that swamp water and it was like,
Ooh, that'll knock you over.
it's ripe in there.
That's
So,
what the plant's like, man.
That's what the plant's like. And the last time we butchered chickens, I put a bunch of blood in there too. So that'll be good to use for the spring garden.
Yeah, wear gloves.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, so besides that, we are gathering up our pots. We
Yeah.
are cleaning up the garden space and getting it ready. Getting ready to start seeds and have already started some seeds.
Definitely have started some seeds. I basically opened up my little seed drawer over there, and every kind of pepper seed that I had in there, I started. I think it was, I don't know, 9 different kinds of peppers, or I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But I started a bunch of peppers, and same with tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've started some peppers. I'm not having great germination with a lot of my varieties.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I need to look back at my seed packs and see, or my notes and see, were they seed packs? Were they all from saved peppers?
Right.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Right.
I just noticed this morning, I'm like, okay, it's been long enough. And now it has been cold and mine are out in my shed, but they're on heat mats.
If
And
I
there
had
is
to
a
guess-
space heater.
That is your issue.
And my shishitos did great.
Yeah.
Like they've all come up. I need to separate them. I did that cluster seeding method.
Yeah.
So I need to separate them out into their own pots. And something else did great. I can't remember. 2 kinds did well and the rest did not. I think my honey bells did well. My little baby bells that I
Okay.
just
Yeah.
love. They're
Yeah.
so good. Those are my garden snacks. Those baby bell peppers.
I found a pack of pepper seeds that you gave me probably like, I don't know, it had to have been 2 or 3 years ago. They were poblanos.
Was it a real pack or was it
No,
saved
it was
seeds?
just saved seeds that you had put in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
And literally, I've had them for like 2 or 3 years, and I found them and started those, and those gave me the best germination, and they were up the quickest.
Okay, so I started poblanos and
And they
I
didn't come
seeded
up.
them. No.
Well-
And I'm sure those were saved seeds that I had.
But I really, really, really babied my pepper seeds, like indoors. I had
Yeah.
a heat mat under them. I would alternate the heat mat under it or the heat mat on top of it. I had it wrapped up in a towel. I mean,
Okay, well, I'm going to try again with my peppers.
I really babied them.
Okay. I moved them in. So my shed is divided into 2. So half of it is like
Okay.
open, not open, like it has a door that closes, but it's not insulated on that half. It's just for feed and like supplies. And that's where I start my seeds. But it's been really cold. We had our big, the whole nation had its cold snap. It was really cold for us too.
It was cold.
I'm sorry if you don't think it was cold enough for us to whine about it, but it was cold. It was too cold for peppers.
Yeah.
So I moved them into the other half of my shed, which is closed off and it is insulated. I have a little space heater in there. It's where I process milk.
Right.
And have like a refrigerator in there that runs. So it like the heat
That
coming
keeps
off
it
of
a
that.
little warm.
Yeah. Yeah. But they're not doing anything. It's aggravating me. So I'm going to bring them in the house and baby them, like you said. But tomatoes, I just started this week too.
Yeah.
I started, I don't know how many varieties. I restrained myself though, Jenny. I did.
I did not.
But it's still a lot. I mean,
It's still a lot,
It's still
yeah.
a lot. I think I have 4 kinds of cherries.
Okay.
a couple of slicers, some Romas, some yellow tomatoes, some black crims are my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's my favorite flavor. They do seem to be harder to grow, those purple shoulder tomatoes here. But one thing that Haas Tools mentioned on that most recent show was, or no, I'm sorry, it wasn't on that show. It was on another video of theirs. I got it mixed up. I've been kind of binging them. But they talked about like where they get their seeds from and who produces what kind of seeds and stuff. And they talked about Johnny's seeds.
Right.
So I do love to order seeds from Johnny's. And they talked about how they're really good at producing tomatoes that are good for here, even though they're not here. They're in New England. Yeah, I think they're in Maine.
Oh, I don't know exactly where they are. I just knew they were up north somewhere.
Yeah, but they're really good at producing tomatoes for down here in the southeast, you know, that are like bacterial wilt resistant and that kind of thing. So I have a bunch of varieties from Johnny's.
Yeah.
Started, so that's cool.
Yeah, I started a bunch of tomatoes, 128 to be exact. I did 8 different varieties, and so each variety has 16. Right? So is that math correct?
I don't know.
I started it in my Bootstrap Farmer seed cell tray with the little 1-inch squares. So
you started a lot of each kind. 64? Is that what you said? Or 16 of each?
16 of each.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I am glad that I started that many because some of them did really well on germination and some of the others were a little bit spotty. So some of my tomato seeds were from a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. But
I just realized I started exactly the same number of tomatoes.
Did you?
Yeah, because I did 2 seeds in each pot.
Right.
And I did 64 pots.
Right.
So, yeah.
There you go.
That's it. Oh, okay. So come to our plant sale in the spring, y'all.
Right. That's why we started this many plants. We're having a plant sale at our next farmer's market that we're doing. So we will have all the tomatoes.
Yeah. And peppers.
And we'll probably start like some cucumbers.
Some squashes.
Maybe some squashes. But it's not quite time to start that kind of stuff.
No.
But let's talk about that. How do you know when to start what?
Right. So our estimated last frost date is mid-March.
You know what?
What?
I've actually looked this up. I looked it up this year and I looked it up last year. And both years in a row, the Farmer's Almanac puts us mid-February. And I don't know why.
Is it zip code or by zone?
It's zip code.
Okay. My zip code says March 13th.
My zip code says February 15th.
That's crazy.
And it said it to me last year, and I'm like, no, I don't necessarily agree with that. We
had frost in March last year.
Yes, we did have frost in March.
Yeah.
And so this year, I was curious the other day. I'm like, I wonder if it's going to tell me that again. And so I looked it up because our gardening lady that we follow online,
Right.
she's not that far from here.
Yeah, but she's close to the coast.
And she's the 15th of February. And so I saw her post about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to check it again. And that's what it says for my zip code.
Right. That's weird.
It is weird.
I wouldn't trust it.
I'm not trusting it.
That's just me. Do what you do, but
No, I have lived in Florida long enough.
Yeah.
I have gardened in this zip code long enough to know that we're going to have frost in March.
Probably. Now, I will have some stuff started so that I can look at the long-term forecast, like around the 1st of March, and gamble with some of my plants if I choose.
Right. To see, what does the 10-day say? If the 10-day says it's good, then you can put it out and usually be okay.
Usually be all right.
But just be prepared to cover it.
Yeah, that's a pain in the butt.
I know it is.
Don't try to early plant everything because if you do get an unexpected cold spell, you have to run out there and cover everything over it. That's annoying. We've done that a lot of times.
I've done it.
I'm not doing it anymore.
No, I don't do it.
No. Yeah, so how do you know when to plant what? You want to go, most most of your things, they always
Or
say.
how do you know when to start seeds?
Right.
Because a lot of people that aren't used to starting seeds, they don't really start them early enough. Like, you really got to start your seeds early.
Yeah, your nightshades, like your peppers and tomatoes that we're talking about, and
Especially
your
your
eggplants.
peppers.
Yeah, you want to start those like 12 weeks before your estimated last frost. 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say 10 to 12 weeks on eggplants and peppers. Tomatoes, I say you can get away with 8 weeks.
8 weeks, yeah, that makes sense. And then I don't start any of the squashes or cucumbers or melons or anything like that until like 2 weeks.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah. Because those are pretty quick growers.
Right. Now, some things that you can probably get away with right now, if you're in our zone, you can still get away with some lettuces and arugula and cool weather things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And plant those out now. I mean, or I'm sorry, start seeds for those now to plant out soon and get a harvest before the heat. Look for varieties that are slow bolting in the way of brassicas and kales. And that'll help you if we do get an early warm spell.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I mean lettuces, there's some varieties that are baby lettuces that are ready for harvest in 30 days. So you definitely still have time for those cooler weather things.
Yeah. So again, transition season.
Yeah.
I think we have one more chance for carrots, one more round of carrots to go in. And hopefully, I think so.
I need to check my carrots just out of curiosity to see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I haven't paid much attention to them at all, so.
Yeah. I haven't paid much attention to the garden at all.
I haven't either. I haven't done anything in the garden other than go out there and pick stuff when I need it. And so really that ends up being about once a week. I'll go out there and get enough lettuce and greens and whatnot for the week, and then I don't go back in the garden.
Right.
I love the winter garden.
Yeah, no, it's so great.
It's so great. Everything always looks so good and so lush.
You don't have to weed anything.
No weeding. Hardly. I don't even remember the last time I watered the garden.
No, we've had a pretty regular weekly rain. Yeah, that's been a good rain.
Yeah.
Yep. What else is getting ready for spring? What do we need to do for spring planting? Planting seeds, starting seeds. What about soil? Like, what kind of soil are you starting your seeds in?
Right now, I'm actually using a potting soil, which is not really the correct thing to do. But I do run it through a sifter to get like any woody chunks out of it. But I do like either like a garden soil or a potting soil because it has some available nutrients in it. Whereas seed starter mix, it's nice and fine. Your seeds will jump up really quickly, but pretty quickly you're going to have to give those plants some type of nutrition or they're just going to be starving in about a week. So I like the built-in stuff because I'm not always the greatest about staying on top of stuff like that.
Life happens.
It does.
And it happens when you need it to not happen.
Right.
It's like, the thing that has to be like, okay, like our broccoli is coming in right now. And so we've cut like a couple of heads, but it's like you gotta get it at the prime time.
Yep,
you're better off picking it early instead of late because if you wait one day too long, I hope you didn't have life happen that day.
My broccoli's been slow this year.
Yeah. I'm loving the fresh broccoli right now. We just started eating on it about a week ago, and we're loving it, all of us. We're not tired of it yet. When we get tired of it, we'll do a big pick and blanch and freeze it.
Yeah.
But so far, it's good.
Fresh.
Yeah. My guys are getting ready to head out for a road trip, and my teenager is like, we'd like to take some broccoli. I was like, I asked him what kind of junk food do they want me to buy for their trip, and he said, can we cut some broccoli? Okay. Sure.
It's so funny now that the kids are getting like a little bit older. Like our oldest daughter, for instance, she moved out a while ago, and so she doesn't have ready access. Of course she can come over and get food whenever she wants out of the garden or out of the freezer or whatever, but she doesn't do that.
Right.
And anytime we invite her over for dinner, she's like, oh, what are you cooking?
Oh.
Is it going to be homemade? Is it from the garden? What is it, Mom? And so every time they come over for dinner now, they're like, "Oh my gosh, we forgot," And it's so cool to see. Like, oh wow, it really is special,
And they appreciate it.
and they appreciate it. Like
Yeah.
they lose that appreciation when they get it every single day.
They take it for granted.
You
right.
know, you forget like how good it is. Or like she went to the grocery store the other day and came over here afterwards, and she's like, "Mom, the cucumbers at the grocery store, they have all this waxy stuff on them." Like she had no, because I don't buy cucumbers at the store.
Right.
And so she just had no idea that stuff was, I mean, of course she knew, but she hadn't like experienced it like
Right.
as a consumer to go and buy a cucumber versus having it fresh out of the garden.
Yeah.
She's like, they don't even look like real cucumbers.
No, and they feel weird when you pick them up, don't they?
Yeah, she didn't buy any cucumbers.
Oh, that's funny. How funny. Wow. You must have done something right, Mom.
You know,
I like when they have that revelation and they're like, "Can you believe it?
I know.
Did you know?
Right.
Have you not listened to me
Right.
for 20 years?"
Why do you think I do this?
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool. So yeah, I do the same for seed starting. I don't use a seed starting mix. I recommend you do if you're new.
yeah.
Use some sterilized pots, use a sterilized seed starting mix, and then just be willing to feed them. If you use a 10-20 tray that you can bottom water those pots in, get a good liquid fertilizer that you can just water down, and that'll take care of that issue for you. However, you do have to worry about, I find those seed starting mixes, they hold on to water a little easier. And where we are here, like, I mean, I know it's January, but like it's humid, a lot of times, not always. Like that cold spell was very dry.
Yeah.
But very quickly the clouds moved back in, the fog moved back in. It's also been humid, and it only takes a couple days of that to get some mold growth, right? So be watchful of that. One thing I learned this year, new to me, I can't remember where I learned it now off the top of my head, but before filling those seed pots with soil, to give them a quick spray with a neem oil, a diluted neem oil.
Nice.
And then fill your pots, start your seeds, cover them over with soil, and then one more spray on top after you water with the neam oil. So that'll help keep mold and
The fungus
white
down
flies
and-
also, because that's another
Nice.
problem we have are white flies. So
Nice.
a lot of times the white flies can get into some of those bagged soils and lay eggs before you even open it. So just be watchful of that kind of thing and nip it in the bud as soon as you see any kind of sign. The neem oil works great.
Yeah.
And you can buy that already diluted if you're afraid you're going to do the wrong ratios. It comes in like a little hand spray bottle. But you don't have to. It's a little more expensive that way.
Yeah.
I usually buy like one. I think it comes in a pint
One little,
or like
it's a small
a
little
pint and a
container.
half or something, and you dilute it easily with water, and
Yeah.
it lasts all season long.
all season.
Yeah. So and into the next season even. I just
Mm-hmm.
I usually buy new every year.
Yeah, me too. Because I always leave them out in the garden.
I was gonna say, like, it's probably broken down with sun exposure in July. Yeah, me too. And so, we're doing all of those things to start seeds. I'm trying to think of what else we're starting right now.
No, I mean the only thing I'm
Just the
starting right
nightshades and
now
the
is
potatoes.
just the nightshades and the potatoes.
Oh, something you can do is work on your your sweet potato slips.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so sweet potatoes love the warm weather. You don't want to plant those out now, but what you can
that's
do,
definitely like a late spring.
Yeah.
early summer.
right,
Yeah.
right. But what you can do now is get you a tray of soil and put your sweet potatoes in there. If you're buying them from the store, yes, you can do that. No, it's not kosher. But get you some organic sweet potatoes that don't have any kind of like anti-sprouting agent sprayed on them.
Right.
And put them in a moistened pan of soil and provide them with some warmth. So a heat mat is good, or just bring them in the house really, and make sure that soil stays moist. And before you know it, you'll have little sprouts coming up, and just keep the moisture going to them. And when those sprouts off of the potatoes are about 6 to 8 inches tall, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are your slips. Pick those off and put them in a jar of water, right?
That's right.
Or you can put them in a pot of soil and keep that good and
Right,
wet
and keep it.
Yeah, and they'll root. And once they have good long roots, then you can, and all of our frost has passed, then you can put them out in the garden and have you some sweet potatoes. And once they get established, baby, you ain't never getting them out.
I know. I've got 2 areas of sweet potatoes in my garden right now that I'm hopeful to see what they're going to do this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our first year at our home, we're coming up on 3 years. Our first year, I planted sweet potatoes in one raised bed. And, of course, like the roots spread out from the raised beds and they're open on the bottom. And last year, or the next year, we had little slips pop up in the walkways. It was like, oh, I don't want sweet potatoes here, and I kept like doing my best to like pull them up, put them where I want them, kind of thing. Last year, same thing. So like once you have them, you'll never dig out every last piece of root,
Right.
And you'll grow more sweet potatoes, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Like it's a survival crop.
It is. And the 2 areas that I have, they're in the 2 back corners of my garden. So it's not areas that I use a ton. So
They make a great ground cover, and they make a great summertime green. So you can eat those sweet potato leaves as a green when we can't really grow
we can't really
greens.
grow anything. Yeah. Green
Yeah,
for
when it's
salad.
July and August, yeah, and you can saute them if you want. They're great. Or eat them raw in a salad. Yum.
Yeah. So I'm excited for spring.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. All right, well, we are going to go get ready for spring.
Yes. And yeah, while you're getting ready, make some compost.
Make some compost.
Make some compost. Make you a compost pile. 2 to 3 browns to 1 green.
Says Jenny. You want to know what Donna says?
And then build a pile 3 cubic feet. 3 cubic yards.
Put all your stuff together and wet it down. I'm the lazy composter. Put all your stuff together and wet it down.
It takes too long that way.
It does. It doesn't. You're not going to get a fast compost. You're
No.
right.
Yeah, it takes too long that way. I totally lose interest in it if it's like that.
I
need like instant gratification. I need to see that pile steaming hot, and I need to go flip it and turn it, or I'm going to lose interest in it.
I agree.
And get 0 compost.
I agree. I mean, you won't get 0 compost, but you won't get it for months down the road. So
Right.
yeah, I do agree. I just don't stick with it. So there you go.
I don't know. That's been the one thing that I've been able to stick with. So
Yeah. I'm proud of you for it. So yeah, make your compost.
Make your compost.
Order your seeds now.
order your seeds. Start your seeds.
Start your seeds. Get your pots. Get everything going.
And hey, you know what else you can do? Test your soil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that.
You know what? I tested my soil that one year and was super surprised at
Last
the
year,
results.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was after my 7th year garden. And all of my soil was totally depleted of everything.
Right, which was shocking.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
So test your soil
Mm-hmm.
before you start adding a bunch of stuff to it. You could just do the little rapid test. It does the NPK and the
Mm-hmm.
pH.
Yeah, it gives you some info.
Do it.
All right, guys. Well, we will talk to you next week.
All right, bye y'all.
Bye.